Imagine standing at the crossroads of life itself, where the simplest of organisms meet the complexity of all you see around you. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, the building blocks of life, represent two worlds that could not be more different, yet share common origin. Whether it is microscopic bacteria thriving in extreme environments or the intricate cells making up the human body, understanding the cellular types unlocks the secrets of the life's diversity. Let's dive into a quick review of these remarkable units of life, exploring their differences, similarities, and what makes each essential to the tapestry of existence. Bacteria and archaea are made up of prokaryotic cells, while plants, fungi, animals, and humans have eukaryotic cells. Let's compare them to understand what makes them different. Prokaryotic cells are building blocks of simple single-celled organisms such as bacteria and archaea. These cells lack a nucleus, with their DNA freely floating in the cytoplasm, and are generally smaller than eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells have nuclei. The nucleus is a defining feature of eukaryotic cells, where the DNA is enclosed within a double membrane called a nuclear envelope. This compartmentalization allows the better regulation of genetic processes such as DNA replication and transcription, distinguishing eukaryotic cells from prokaryotic cells, which lack a nucleus. Eukaryotic cells also contain several specialized structures or organelles enclosed by membranes, such as endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, and lysosomes that one find in prokaryotes. Prokaryotes have fewer organelles relying on structures like cell membrane and ribosomes for basic functions. Cell division is another difference. Prokaryotic cells divide by a simple process called fission. Binary fission is the most common type, where a single organism divides into two genetically identical offspring. The DNA is replicated and the cell elongates before splitting into two separate cells. Eukaryotic cells go through mitosis, a more complex process with multiple stages. As we go through the semester, we will dive deeper into these stages. Prokaryotes also typically have cell walls, with bacteria's cell wall composed of peptidoglycan and archaea having a similar substance called pseudomurine. Eukaryotic cells are a little different. Animal cells don't have cell walls, but plant cells do, and theirs are made of cellulose. Fungal cells, on the other hand, have cell walls made of chitin. Ribosomes are essential structures in all cells because they produce protein, which are necessary for life. Yes, prokaryotic cells have ribosomes. Specifically, they have 70S ribosomes, where S stands for Sweitberg's units, a measure of particle size. We will go over this in detail in future lectures. Eukaryotic cells also contain ribosomes, but theirs are slightly larger and designated as ADS. Additionally, eukaryotic cells contain mitochondria, a membrane-bound organelles, which have its own 70S ribosomes. We will discuss the significance of this later in the course. Now, regarding the cytoskeleton. Bacterial cells do have a cytoskeleton, although it is simpler and less well studied compared to cytoskeleton of eukaryotic cells. The bacterial cytoskeleton consists of protein filaments that help maintain the cell shape, assist in cell division, and organize cellular contents. While eukaryotic cytoskeleton is more complex, bacterial cytoskeleton are simpler but still play critical roles in maintaining the cell shape, division, and intracellular organization. In contrast, cytoskeleton of eukaryotic cells are more complex and well developed. Eukaryotic cells rely on their cytoskeleton for complex processes like organelle movement and endocytosis, which are absent in prokaryotic cells. For cytoplasmic membrane lipids, prokaryotic cells typically lack sterols in their membranes, with an exception of Mycoplasma, a unique type of bacteria that we might briefly mention in this course. In eukaryotic cells, however, sterols are present in cytoplasmic membrane, which we will explore when we discuss macromolecules, particularly lipids and steroids, later on. Despite their differences, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells share one fundamental feature. They all rely on DNA as a blueprint of life. From the simplicity of bacteria to the complexity of human cells, this molecule unites all living things, highlighting the shared origin and incredible diversity of life.